Hi, I'm David Pritt and welcome to My Week in Football.
Hi and welcome back to another one of my videos. Been a bit of an action-packed one this week. I've been to quite a few games, which is pretty good. What I'm usually used to going to. I went to 4 games this week. I'm used, like obviously in the past videos, I've only been to 1 or 2, which has been a bit of a pain. But 4 games this week's not too bad considering it's only 7 days in the week. That's 3 days where I didn't go to a game of football. So yeah, it started on the Friday. So when I recorded the last video and uploaded it, later that day I went off to Old Trafford and I watched the Manchester United U23s play West Ham U23s. I didn't really know what to expect because I'd not watched any of the U23s this season because I've got family commitments, so I couldn't go to it. So this is the first one. But the team looks all right. Obviously, there's no Greenwood. He's with the first team, and there's quite a few injuries, like Jimmy Garner. He had a back injury, and then there are people who were ill as well. I think Damani Mello got a bit of food poisoning, and a couple of the others. But altogether, it was a pretty good squad. So we started off well, and Angel Gomez picks the ball up, and he dribbles past a few players and has whacks it past the goalkeeper. It really is a good goal. If you get the chance to see it, I'd recommend having a look at it. So we went 1-0 up, and we looked pretty comfortable, really. And then just before half-time, I think around the 43rd minute, Nathan Holland, he got one back for West Ham. But I thought it was pretty even, really. I thought West Ham had their chances. A lot of people were complaining and saying United should have been dead and buried, but I didn't agree. I thought that West Ham had their opportunities. They didn't take a few, so I thought they were more than right to be level at half-time. So the second half went on, and you could see that more chances for both teams, and it wasn't really going anywhere. Then Anthony Scully, who's West Ham, I've seen him at 18 level as well. I think his dad played for Manchester City and a few other teams, but I'm pretty sure his dad's a United fan. I had a chat with him at the Cliff a couple of years ago. He scored, and that was around the 82nd minute. So United looked dead and buried, like they were lost. Sorry, dead and buried. That's West Ham looked good. Sorry, and but we went until the 89th minute, and Laji Ramazani, what a cracking player he is. I mean, I've watched him 18s level, and he's changed a lot. Not as a player, but his temperament. He used to be dead rowdy and get sent off, or think he'd get sent off a lot. But he did really well and got a goal back in the 89th minute and got it to 2-2, and that's what the game finished. And I thought that was more than deserved for both teams. I thought sharing the points was fair. Obviously, I'd love to see United win, but you got to be realistic and say West Ham had a lot of chances as well, so they deserved it. And then the following morning, on the Saturday, United's first team were playing Southampton away, and I didn't go to that. I went to Liverpool's academy and watched the under-18s play Liverpool. And I'm glad I did because it was a cracking game. It didn't go United's way, but what a game it was. So United got going, and then around the 24th minute, 25th minute, round about then, Dylan Hugerworth, who's been playing for the 18s, started a couple of games. I think he came on the day before as well for the 23s, or he was on the bench. He went off injured, and Jeji Satana came on, and he's obviously an 18s player, been 16s last season, quick player. I really like him. But a couple of minutes later after that, Ritakio, I think he's called, he scores for Liverpool, and obviously they're on the momentum, but it was only like 3 minutes later, after just coming off the bench, Satana, he comes on and scores, makes it 1-1, which is really good for him. And then not a few minutes after that, 37th minute, O'Rourke for Liverpool puts them 2-1 back up, and you think, we got it back level, but then Liverpool go ahead again. But like 3 minutes after that, once again, Charlie Wellens, he scores and equalises, and it was pretty much like that for the game. They score, we score, they score, we score. Second half starts, a few things going on, like a couple of bookings and things like that, but nothing really happened until the 81st minute when Brookwell for Liverpool, he gets a goal, and you're thinking that's late on. You think, right, they've won it now, really, Liverpool, unless we do something quick, they've done it. And then 2 minutes later, Charlie Wellens again pops up, makes it 3-3, and you're thinking, right, 6-goal game so far, it's anyone's to win. And then 89th minute, last proper minute of the game, corner comes in for Liverpool, and from where I was sitting, it looked like it went straight in, but I mean things afterwards that it was an own goal by either Reece Devine or or Ben Hockenhull, and I'm not seeing the replay yet to see if it was, but it was a goal for Liverpool, and they ended up winning it 4-3. Final whistle goes, and Liverpool start celebrating in front of the United players, but it doesn't kick off, but there's a bit of rumblings and pushing and stuff like that. The crowd seem to clear off, the game's over, and then the referee's just pushing it away. I stayed behind just to see what was going on. Everyone, disperses, a couple of handshakes, things like that. But then the referee gets Charlie McCann over, and the Liverpool captain, and then Reece Devine and another Liverpool player. Devine had already been booked at this point during the game, and the referee, after the final whistle, gave a yellow card to both the Liverpool player and Reece Devine, and because he'd already been booked, he'd been sent off after the game, which is only the second time I've ever seen that. So he'll miss the next game, but I think, I'm not sure how the fixtures work out, but I think he only gets, at 18s level you get a 1-match ban. Don't quote me on that, it could be 3, but you're allowed to use them bans in the under 23s and the under 18s games, so you can get back quicker. So it was just a bit of a shame though, really. I thought both teams played well, and it was a very entertaining game, 7-goal game, so you can't really complain. But it would, like I say again, it would have been really nice for United to win that game, but Liverpool were the victors. On the Sunday, I travelled to Birmingham, and we found out the last pre-season fixture for the women's under 21s team were playing Birmingham away. So we got the details on the Saturday, because originally I was supposed to be going to Loughborough to watch Huddersfield play Loughborough women's teams, because Charlotte Newsham is on loan at Huddersfield, but we found out that the under 21s were playing at Birmingham, so we decided to go to that. That was another cracking game. So Birmingham had a couple of first teamers on their team in the first half, and I'm not sure in the second half, but definitely in the first half. But so their number 11, I'm still not sure on the name yet, I'm still trying to figure it out. She scored in the 9th minute, then again in the 21st minute, and then in 3 minutes into injury time in the first half, Birmingham get a penalty, and the number 11 as well steps up and scores for a hat-trick. Oh, sorry, before the penalty, Maria Edwards gets one back for United at the other end, takes it round the keeper and puts it in. So it was 2-1, then the penalty happened. The 11 stepped up again to score a hat-trick. It was 3-1 at half-time, and Birmingham looked really, really on top, like United couldn't really do much. But we had to just carry on. Second half starts. They bring on a player they got from Wigan called Megan Hornby. So United brought on a player, and she changed the game, really did. She was a forward, but she's playing on the left-hand side. She managed to get 2 goals. Edwards managed to get another goal, and it was just a cracking second half. So we scored 3 goals in the second half, so we won 4-3, which was amazing. Also, Kana Solskjaer was playing in the first half. She was playing on the left wing. This Megan Hornby, she replaced her in the second half. So Ollie was there, he was watching, which I think is great. He's not just good that he's watching his daughter play, because he's there just as a dad, not as the United manager, but he can be there as the United manager, watching the women's team and supporting them, which I think was really good. So on the Tuesday, I decided to go to one of my local teams, which is West Didsbury and Chorlton. Got the scarf to show you. Oops, fell off. So yeah, West Didsbury and Chorlton, as you can see, they were playing Stalybridge Celtic in the preliminary round of the FA Cup, and a good thing what was happening with that was because Stalybridge have Alex Forzycek on loan, the goalkeeper from United. He was under 18s and now he's under 23, so he's not been getting much game time because of Mati Kovar, who's been playing phenomenally for the 23s. So he's gone out on loan for Stalybridge, and so he had a quick chat with him before the game. He said he was happy that he's out on loan and he's actually playing football and he's been enjoying it. And I think before that game they've only conceded 1 goal all season, which credit to him. So the game started, and it was a strange one because it's a very lower league. I think it was the 7th and 9th tier of English football. Big crowd, I think there's about 600 there, which, considering there's no stands, everyone's around the outside, was great. The weather was awful though, it was chucking it down. So it also against the run of play, West Didsbury ended up scoring first. and obviously the crowd went ballistic. Stalybridge were fuming. You could see, the players were not happy. The ball comes in the box on the left-hand side of the box and slots it past Fordycheck. But it wasn't that long before Stalybridge got back into it, and in the from a corner they managed to get one, and then not long after that they beat the offside trap. All the players with the hands up saying offside, but the player went on and he slotted it in, the number 9 for them, and yeah, it was they deserved the lead really. But West Didsbury got a corner before half time, and it finished in the first half 2-2, which I thought was a bit against the run of play. Obviously Stalybridge are the better team in the better league, but West Didsbury played well, but obviously I thought Stalybridge were the better team and deserved to be ahead, but it was 2-2. Now second half, Stalybridge saw a goal. The linesman flags it. I couldn't tell if it was for offside or a foul in the box. It was on the other side of the pitch, so I couldn't really see. So it got disallowed. Then the referee went over to the linesman. There was a bit of a discussion for a while, and then it was the referee ended up giving the goal, and we're still not sure what it was. If it was offside, if it was a foul, if the linesman saw something, or the referees still really don't know. But Stalybridge went ahead 3-2. Then West Didsbury, they got another yellow card to a player, so he got sent off, and then they finished the game with 10 men, and it finished that way 3-2. And it was a shame. I mean, I felt a bit sorry for West Didsbury and Chorlton, but I was happy obviously for Stalybridge, for Alex in goal, because obviously I want him to do well, and he's into the next round of the next phase of the FA Cup. So it's good for him. But I do like that, and I'm going to start trying doing that more often, where if there's a game I can go to which is non-league or or lower leagues that are local, I'm going to start doing them, because it's always good to support your local teams. Obviously, I support one of the biggest teams in the world with United, and they've got a cash flow that's ridiculous. But these smaller teams don't always have that. So to pay a £5 to get in and end up buying a scarf just from a collection, give them a bit of money, I think it's a good thing, and so I'm going to start doing that. Obviously, near me, there's also Wimishire Amateurs, Wimishire Town. I saw Wimishire Town last year in the non-league day. So I'm not just going to wait till non-league day. If there's games open and available, I'm going to try and do them. So, and plus it'll bring more content to videos like this. But yeah, that was my week in football. 4 games. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, I'd liked a few more wins, but you can't have everything. Next week's going to be a tough one because it's international break, and I don't think I'm going to any international games. Well, we'll wait and see. But at the moment, in this moment in time, I'm not. But tomorrow is Saturday, and it's a massive game, really. It's a monumental game. It's Manchester City versus Manchester United Women at the Etihad, and it's a first derby. Over 20,000 tickets sold. I'll be there in the away end with a lot of fans, but like United fans supporting them on. And obviously, it's going to be difficult to get a ticket now, but if you can get a ticket, I'd recommend going down there, because it's going to be a piece of history. I mean, I'm not confident United are going to win. Don't get me wrong, I'd love them to win, but obviously City are one of the best teams in the league, and they've got some of the best players, so I'm hoping we can do something. But if City win, City win. But I'm just hoping for a great atmosphere, show the team that there's a lot of people that support them and want them to do well, and then they can push on from this next season, and the rest of the season, and do something. So I'll report on that. Also, I've got a little vlogging camera that I've just purchased. I'm thinking of doing a little vlog for the women's game. So next week, hopefully, I'll have just this local usual video. My week in football. But I'm thinking of doing a vlog for the women's game as well. So yeah, that's been my week. 4 games. I saw. Let's work it out. 14. 21 goals, which isn't bad really for a week of football. Sorry, I had to work that out. Listen, I haven't been in school for a long time, so I don't use maths that often. But yeah, thank you for watching again, and I hope you like it. And if you do, leave a comment and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Obviously, I'm going to be doing these every week. So yeah, thank you. Goodbye.